We have these two different forms of empathy, cognitive and emotional empathy. And we have the capacity for both, right? We are born with the capacity to learn them. And that's the key word, learn.
We're not born with a certain amount of empathy.
A certain amount, sure, right? Because as a baby, you kind of like naturally mimic facial expressions and stuff. But really, empathy is shaped by our experiences to a large extent. And, there's evidence that children with more emotionally responsive parents show greater empathy because it's sort of like you're demonstrating empathy, right? You're demonstrating that the baby is sad, you get sad, the baby realizes, oh, they're kind of responding to my emotions. And so you learn. And of course, you can imagine, you're off to elementary school, it's your first day of first grade, and you push a kid down the slide and the kid starts crying and you get reprimanded and you're like, oh, that wasn't good. And that kid feels bad and now I'm sorry, right? We learn empathy through social experience. And so to answer your question of are there long-term sort of repercussions to this environment, I worry about kids. I worry about young people who are just sort of, reaching adolescence maybe around now, who they have had, especially you added COVID into that, where they were isolated for a long time and a lot of their interactions came online. Now they're re-entering this world where, again, a lot of their interactions come online. Social media is a major part of their everyday life. And I worry about what happens to a brain that learns empathy through a social context. That's not something we have scientific answers to yet. And it may be impossible, right? Because it'll be like an entire generation. David Eagleman talks about this, that we can't really study the effect of social media because there's really no group that we can use as a control group that wasn't affected by social media. And so, maybe we should be taking some metrics right now so that in 20 years we can compare the future society. But it's concerning for me.
Is there ever a time, or has this ever been studied, can there be too much empathy?
People can definitely feel like they're experiencing too much empathy. And a lot of people do. When I post on social media about empathy, a lot of people comment and they're like, can I reduce my empathy? Like, how do I make this stop? Because I'm always feeling so bad for people. It's not like a recognized, DSM-5 condition, right? But, I think empathy is a strength. I like to debunk this notion.
Probably depends on what your business is, though.
You're right. But for humanity as a whole, right? Like,
yeah, I would agree.
Because without empathy, so again, think about the stepping on the thorn example. If you felt nothing in response to watching your friend step on a thorn, you would have no personal stake, no personal motivation to step in and help them, right? Feeling bad makes you say, oh gosh, this person needs help. And if I help them, it will alleviate this uncomfortable feeling I'm experiencing, right?